Hello students, welcome to the online session of class 5 subject science. Our today's topic is good health. In this chapter, I will be covering following topics: importance of food, kinds of nutrients, and we will talk about balanced diet. Now let us take up one by one. First is importance of food. Now, why do we eat food? First, when do we eat food? When we feel hungry. We need food. And what the food gives us? Food gives us energy. It also keeps us healthy and it helps to fight different diseases. Now, you must have seen the children who do not eat well. They fall ill more often. They also feel lazy and tired most of the time. So it is difficult for them to be alert in the class or enjoy any kind of maybe sports activity in the school. Therefore, we see that we need right kind of food to stay healthy. Now, what does this food give us? The food that we eat has nutrients in it. Now, there are majorly we can divide these nutrients into 5 categories: carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals. Water is also an essential part of our diet. These nutrients are present in different food items. Now, each of these nutrients is necessary for us to live, to grow, and to develop. And our body need all these nutrients. Therefore, we should eat a variety of food so that our body gets each type of nutrient. Now, I will be explaining you about these nutrients one by one. First, let us talk about carbohydrates and fats. Now, carbohydrates and fats, they are also known as energy giving food. Why? Because they give us energy to our body. Examples like rice, wheat, sweet potato, bread, banana, these are the rich sources of carbohydrates. Fat, fat is also energy giving food. The examples are like ghee, oil, cheese, butter, nuts. These all are the examples of fats. Remember that fats give more energy than carbohydrates. Fats also keep our body warm. That's why you must have seen that most of the time in winters we eat more of ghee or butter or nuts are given to you to stay healthy, because that is they keep the body warm. That's why we eat more of nuts during winter season. Next is proteins. Now proteins, they are known as bodybuilding nutrients. Why? Because they help us to keep our body strong. They are required in larger quantities, especially for you, for the children. Protein is needed because it helps in the growth of our body. It also helps in building bones, muscles, and other parts of the body. It also helps in repairing injured tissues. You must have seen that whenever we fall down or suppose there is a blockage in the bone, doctors always advise us to eat protein rich food. Sprouts are given. Protein rich food, it give strength to our body parts, so it helps to recover the injured part or injured tissues when we get hurt. Now examples you can see in the diagram also, like milk, eggs, meat, curd, soya bean, fish and pulses. these are the rich sources of protein. Now next we move on to vitamins and minerals. Now these vitamins and minerals, they have another known name, that is protective food. Now why are they known as protective food? Because these vitamins, they help to keep our body fit and also help to resist different diseases. Now there are different kinds of vitamins present in our food, like vitamin A, B, C, D, E and K. These are the few vitamins that we eat. Now the food that is rich in vitamins, like fresh fruits and vegetables, eggs and fish, these are the very good sources of vitamins. Similarly, minerals, they help our body to grow well and develop properly. Few examples like iron, iodine, calcium, these are the rich sources of minerals that our body requires. Now our bones are also made up of minerals such as calcium. These minerals, they help to keep our bones and teeth healthy. Like milk, green leafy vegetables, fruits, they are the rich source of minerals. Remember that these vitamins and minerals, they are required by the body but in small quantities. Now you must have heard that small children, they are given calcium tablets, because they this calcium, they help us to grow our make our teeth and bones stronger. This is the reason. Next we talk about roughage. Now roughage is also very important part of the diet. The food that we get from plants contain roughage, or roughage is also known as fiber. These days we talk more of roughage, eating salads. These salads, they are sources of fiber. They help to keep the digestive system proper. Now this roughage, our body cannot digest roughage, but roughage helps in the digestion of food by helping it pass through the digestive system. So mostly the green leafy vegetables or carrots, cucumbers or legumes, they are rich source of roughage. Remember that these are not digested, roughage is not digested by the system, but it helps in the digestion of the food. So till now we have talked about different kinds of nutrients that are present in our diet, and let me tell you that at your stage, as you are children, you need all the nutrients in proper proportion. There is a quantity that should be taken by everyone. Let us talk about this in the next slide. Balanced diet. Now, what is balanced diet? Balance, as the word suggests, balanced means when everything is taken in proper proportion, in proper quantity. So, what is balanced diet? A diet that has all nutrients in right quantity is called balanced diet. It is important to take balanced diet to stay healthy and energetic. Now the how to how do we come to know that what is balanced diet for an individual? Now as we talk about, suppose we take the example of students only, children. You people need carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, everything. Why? Because your activity level is very high. You play, you work. That's why your body needs carbohydrates, because they give you energy. Similarly, why protein is needed by your body? Because when you fall sick or when we play, the protective food, the bodybuilding food, protein, it is required because it helps in growth of our bones or muscles. Similarly, vitamins and minerals, they help to fight the diseases. So we require more. So, but if we talk about elder people, they need less of energy giving food, less of protein. Now it depends. So we can say that this pyramid, this helps us to explain the amount of nutrient that is required by different individuals. So we can say that all of us do not need the same amount of nutrient. The amount of nutrient requirement of a person depends on age, gender, and nature of work the person does. So what are the three criteria? First is age, then gender, and nature of work. Nature of work means, suppose I take an example of a laborer. Now laborers work very hard, they have to carry so much of load, so it means they require more of energy giving food. Similarly, if you talk about your grandparents, maybe who are on bed, they don't need more that amount of energy. So, and if we compare about the school going children, since they remain active, they need a lot of energy to perform various activities such as playing, studying, exercises. So their nutritional requirements are higher. Now we can say that the diet that a student take, it should be balanced. Balanced means it should contain wheat, rice, maize or other grains. It should also contain milk and milk products, all seasonal fruits and vegetables, nuts, oil and butter. So all the types of nutrients that we have studied today, they all are needed by our body. Now this is the summary of the chapter, that in this chapter we have talked about all these nutrients, and through the diagram different examples are given in the diagram which will help you know more which food item is rich in which kind of nutrient. So bye class, eat healthy, stay healthy, bye for now.